Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video, I can't even say that I'm excited about it because I'm really nervous about it. I'm gonna be throwing it back to my very early days on YouTube, and I'm going to be trying to recreate and or improve upon one of my early makeup tutorials. So, for those of you that don't know my YouTube history, I have been on YouTube since 2013. So, have I been doing videos consistently since 2013? Absolutely not. I've been doing videos once to twice a week, relatively consistently for the most part. You know, we all have our off weeks, our off days. But I have been doing videos on YouTube consistently for about a year now, year and a half, something like that. I think it was my 2020 New Year's resolution to be better about making videos, so about a year. And this video that I'm about to relive is from August 19th, 2013. So for context, I was 14. I'm now 21, turning 22 in May. It has a total of 65 views. I'm pretty sure half of those were probably me. But that's, you know, it has 2 likes, and those are not me. So, yeah, okay, I'm so awkward about watching myself. I don't even like watching video. Like, I sing at school and stuff like that, and so, like, I perform in plays and theater and stuff like that, and I hate watching videos of myself. I'm totally confident in myself, but not on video. I just hate everything about watching myself on video. You know, I'm a YouTuber, it makes sense, right? So yeah, this is gonna be kind of miserable, but it's also gonna be interesting to see, like, A, what I used to do, because I really just don't remember what I used to do, but also just to see if I can improve upon something that I did when I was 14, and obviously this is from 2014, so I'm not gonna or 2013, so I'm not gonna have the same products that I did, so I'm gonna, plus I don't have all of my makeup here, some of it is at school, but yeah, I can't put this off anymore, let's just go.
Hey guys, so I have a makeup tutorial for you today, and this is gonna be kind of like a tropical.
Okay, first of all, oh my god. Okay, the center parted hair, the long hair, the blonde highlighted hair. Y'all.
Morning sunrise, and it uses a lot of colors, but it really makes your eyes pop. So I'm going to show you how to do it. The face, and I already moisturized and stuff this morning, so I'm taking my Maybelline Dream Touch Highlight Concealer as always, and I'm just going to put that.
Okay, also the One Direction poster in the background. It's cutting off my favorite guy, it's cutting off my boy Niall. Oh gosh.
Under my eyes.
Okay, so we're starting out by concealing under the eyes. Don't know why we're starting with that, but it's what we're starting with. So, I am gonna go in, and this is gonna be hella light for me, but that's okay. We're gonna go in with the Pretty Vulgar concealer. This is in the shade 60, Little White Lies. That's a little intimidating. Where did my... It's okay, everybody. I found it. We're fine. Also, I'm going to do something I didn't do in this video, and that is I'm going to prime my skin. So I'm going to just put on a little bit of the Juno & Co. Moonshine Miracle Cream. And it has very clearly been in my suitcase because it is freezing. I'll just prime and blend and make my skin not feel like a dry disaster. Which I did moisturize this morning, for the record, but it's winter time. Okay, yeah, Pretty Vulgar concealer. This is very light for me, especially probably considering the foundation that I may or may not go in with later, but it's fine. Oh, wait, I have to see how I do it first.
And you guys are like on my mirror right now, so I'm like looking back at my mirror and then you back at my mirror and back at you.
Kind of a triangle. Kind of. Not really.
And then I'm going to blend that in with my ring finger.
Okay, I'm gonna elect to use a sponge, but you could use your ring finger. I'm gonna use this sponge. I don't even remember where it came from. It has a little silicone thing that just came off, but that's okay. We're just gonna pop that right there. Again, don't know why I'm starting here, because I know now Kelsey likes to start with the eyes, so that if I decide to put on face makeup later, then I have no fallout on my face makeup because I saved it for after my eye look. But this is what we're starting with. I'm also 95% sure that I didn't set this when I was a kid.
Now that that is all blended in,
Is it
I'm going
though?
to go into the
It's
eyes. And I'm going to take...
Ooh, Urban Decay Primer Potion. Okay, throwing it back. First of all though, I am going to set that under eye because we believe in setting under eyes in this place. So, I'm just going to take the Kat Von D Translucent Lock-It Pressed Powder. I'm just going to really quickly just set my under eyes. Alright, we're thriving already. We're doing so good. Can you tell I'm jittery about this? Oh,
My Urban Decay Primer Potion.
false. NARS eyeshadow primer. Oh, how I haven't discovered. I think this was back when like I used to watch Ingrid Nilsson, and I know for a fact that she always used to use the NARS primer potion. So I don't know why I don't have this at this point. But it's okay. That tells you how long I've been using the primer potion, by the way, or the excuse me, the NARS eyeshadow primer. Because I think I finally bought that. My guess is probably around 2015. Eyelids are primed. I don't even have a palette picked out yet. I know that I'm supposed to be doing Tropical Sunrise, but I kind of want to see what palette I use in there and see if I have anything similar in my current, again, this isn't my entire palette collection. Honestly, if I had it available, I probably would already have the Jaclyn Hill Morphe Volume 2 palette in front of me because that has very tropical vibes in it, but I don't have that here, so we're just gonna see what I use and go from there.
And put a little bit of that on my finger. If I can get it out. There we go. Just put that on my eyes to prevent creasing and help the eyeshadows to stay on.
For the record, this is only a 9-minute video, so that's good. I don't have to suffer watching myself too much. Also, the camera quality, it's so bad.
Cream eyeshadow, metallic taupe.
Mary
I'm going to put that.
Mary Kay cream eyeshadow. Oh my god. I forgot that I used to use those. I don't have any cream eyeshadows here because I really do not use them anymore. So what I'm going to use instead is the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, which if you've been on YouTube for a while, that's also a throwback. This is a new pencil for me. I did have this a long time ago and I used it and I got quite a bit of use out of it. But then I either lost it or broke it or something, and I haven't used it in a hot minute. But I wanted to buy it again because I think it's just it's a staple, it's an icon, and I want brighter shadows. So I just put that on my lid area. I'm just gonna gently blend it in. And obviously I'm not leaving it like stark white. I do want it to be blended in. I'm also going to turn my head to the side because high natural lighting is over here. One of these days I'll figure out a really good setup for my room, honestly. But it'll be when I change the lighting in here.
Right on top of...
And obviously this is a taupe cream shadow that I'm using in here. So the colors are going to look a little different now. Also camera quality, very different.
And while I'm doing this, I want to thank you guys so much for 8 subscribers. I'm so close to 10. I'm really excited. Thank you guys for subscribing and sticking with me all this time and watching my videos. It really means a lot. So, thank you.
Thank you to the 117 that I have of you now. Obviously, that's still like not a huge, crazy amount, but I hit 100 subscribers. I'm at 117 compared to 8. Although, there was a little note on there, I don't know if you guys saw it, it said I have 12 now. So by the time I uploaded this, I had 12. So thank you to those 12 if you're still here. Bless up. But thank you to all of the rest of you guys that have subscribed and been with my channel for a little bit. And are still watching me 8 years later. Almost 8. It'll be 8 in August.
Okay, now we're going to get into the colorful eyeshadows.
Are we?
So I'm taking my Claire's makeup kit and I'm going into the eyeshadows. So,
I used to use that so religiously. This is, y'all. I can't let myself. 14-year-old me was whack. Why am I using Claire's eyeshadow? Okay, I guess we all have to start somewhere. Obviously, this is a rainbow eyeshadow kit. Although it's missing reds. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab, I think we're gonna grab the ColourPop Fade into Hue palette because I see some similar shades in there, and that's obviously a rainbow palette. So yeah, ColourPop palette, much prettier, much better quality. Okay, again, we all have to start somewhere. Should not criticize 14-year-old me too harshly.
looks like when you first open it up. And I'm gonna take this yellow up here.
Okay, I'm taking a yellow on a flat shader brush. Let me see what I do with it before I make a decision about what I'm gonna grab a yellow with.
That.
Good job.
Set
Tap
it
off the
down,
excess.
And then I'm gonna put that on the inner, like, third, probably going to about here, where my finger ends.
Okay, I see why I used a flat shader. Probably not the step that I would start with now, but if I can make it work, I'm gonna make it work. So I'm gonna take my ColourPop E25, which is a decently flat shader brush. I've just cleaned it off. And I guess I will take the shade Big Smile, which is this speckled matte. Basically, it's the matte that has a little bit of shimmer in it. Tap off the excess up there. And I guess we're putting this on the inner third of my eye, y'all. I'm just gonna tap it on first because as a yellow, it's probably gonna have a decent amount of fallout. So I'm just tapping it on and then I'll work on blending it in. And I said specifically in this video, inner third. I'm just kind of putting it in the inner corner, not necessarily going for the inner third. But like inner corner and slightly onto the lid is what 21-year-old Kelsey's doing. And I'm kind of bringing it up into my crease because I genuinely don't remember what I did in this tutorial, like 100%. I couldn't even remember that I used a Claire's palette. So I'm bringing it up to the crease, but not necessarily in it yet.
So I'm gonna get closer.
Oh, what a cute shot. Why am I dragging it down?
So it looks like that.
I can't even see it.
Now
Oh
I'm
my
going to
God.
take this, like, peachy kind of color here.
Okay. Peachy
This is
shade.
a peach one.
I can
Take
achieve that.
and a mix. Actually, no, not a mix. That's the next color. But I'm just gonna take that peachy color, and I know it still kind of looks yellow, but that's just the lighting. Cool. I'm gonna like wipe off that brush a little bit.
Okay, peachy shade.
There we go.
Got
That
it.
looks better. And I'm going to put that in the center of my eye, going to about here.
Peachy shade in the center of the eye. Okay. I guess I don't have an orange. Yeah, there really wasn't an orange in that palette, so I guess I kind of just had to use a peachy shade. So I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna use that as kind of a transition, and since I have more of an orange here, I'm gonna go with a bit of a brighter color and put the orange in the center of my lid. So this peach is just kind of going here as a transition to the orange. And I am still taking it on that flat shader, I suppose. Because it definitely looked like the same brush, and obviously was, because I didn't even know if I could give you... Y'all. I cannot believe I'm about to publicly... Why haven't I taken these videos down yet? Like, this is just embarrassing. Also, sorry if my mirror keeps, like... See? 8 years later, still a bit. Okay. So I've laid that peachy shade down, and I'm gonna take a hair more of that yellow just to blend that in, just a wee. And then I'm gonna go in with an actual orange. So I'm gonna take the shade, oh, for the record, the peachy shade that I used is the shade Treasure, right here. And then I'm gonna use the color Art Deco, and I'm gonna put that on the center of my lid, because that's gonna be much prettier than just a plain peachy shade, and it's gonna be a lot more fun. Now that is a vibe. This is a vibe I can get behind. I'm also realizing that this shirt actually was probably a good choice. I kind of just picked something from my closet today, because like every YouTuber ever, I have sweatpants on currently. But I wanted to put on a nice shirt because YouTube. And I just picked something that I haven't worn in a hot second. And that is this shirt. Yeah, I like that orange. That's very, very bright and pretty. Again, I'm kind of just like stamping this down and then slowly blending it into the peach. Again, not going into the crease. I genuinely don't know if I do a crease in this look at all. So I'm just kind of keeping this on the lid right now. I'm not overly worried about if I lose the peach shade, because it was mostly just to help transition. Or that's what it is now. It's a transition between the orange and the yellow. Okay, let's keep going.
And if you have an oranger color, you can use that, but I don't have like an orange or a red or anything.
Y'all can see like right up my nose right now. This is, thank God the video camera quality is terrible. I can't even.
And then
see
if you want to make it up, I am gonna make it a little bit darker. So I'm gonna mix that with kind of like a bronze-ish color.
I don't need to do that. I'm not doing that.
And then it looks like that. And then I'm going to get into my Claire's makeup palette like this.
Oh, I remember that one too. Oh my God.
I'm actually going to go to the blushes. And I'm going to take the Coral blush that you see right there. I know it doesn't really look like coral.
I have something I
I'm
can
going
use
to take
instead.
that and the orange and the bronze all together. And put that on the outer half.
Okay. I see what I was going for here. And I think young me had the, like, between the resources and still the amount of makeup stuff that I was watching on YouTube at the time, I actually think that, like, I was thinking about the colors blending together, because I'm using quite a few, like, decent shades that would transition well to each other. But I'm just not achieving what I wanted. So, in lieu of using a blush, I'm probably going to use a combination of the shade Lovecraft and Love plus Warhol down here. Taking it on the same brush, I've just color switched it. Yeah, I'm going to take a combination of those two colors, and that's going to be my outer corner. Again, much brighter than what Baby Kelsey did, because bigger Kelsey has much better resources. Ooh. My hand twitched and now it's messy. This color combination makes a very pretty, like, corally pink shade. Kind of vibing with it. And again, I'm kind of placing it and then blending it with that orange that's on the crease. Once again, or on the lid, and once again, not going into the crease. There we go. I think that's cute. Let's keep going. These have like no color payoff. Like I can't.
So it should look something like this.
I can barely see the colors on that lid.
Right? Now I'm going to, as much as I can, clean off my brush. Would it help if I close this?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe. So it looks like that. And then I'm going to take this light purple.
Light purple? Where am I going with this?
I'm going to put this in the crease. And if it doesn't show up, you can mix it with this pink, which I actually think I'm going to do.
We're gonna do it for the sake of the video. But I don't. First of all, I would have started with the crease. Yeah, I would have started with the crease. Second of all, that light purple seems like a very interesting choice. I'm probably gonna, I mean, I guess, like the purple into the pink. Okay, I kind of get that, but light colors in the crease? Question mark. So I'm gonna take the shade Selfie right here, and I combined it with something a little pinker and darker. So I'll probably actually take a combination of the shade Express and the shade Atelier, which is over here. It's that pink, and that's probably what's gonna go in my crease. And I'm taking this on an E27 because obviously since I started with the lid, I don't want this, like I want it to be in the crease and I want it to blend, but I don't want it to be too high up. At least I don't think that I do. So, and obviously I'm gonna do this incredibly slowly because I don't want to lose anything that's on the lid. I cannot believe I started with the lid. Ugh. And I'm just doing this very, very slowly. And I think since I started with the crease, or I started with the lid, I'm not going to necessarily worry about bringing this all the way in. I'm actually probably only going to bring it in about halfway and then use a fluffier brush to blend it into the inner corner a little bit. Baby Kelsey made some interesting makeup choices. That's fine. Okay, yeah, we're only gonna go about that far in, and then I'll grab a fluffier brush and work on blending it into the inner corner. Okay, and for the record, I'm talking down on myself, and I'm not at all saying that my makeup skills now are perfect. They definitely are not. I know for a fact that I still have so much to learn, and I'm constantly going to be improving what I'm doing. But obviously, I definitely think that I've improved what I did. So that's why I'm kind of talking down on myself. It's all in good fun. Kelsey thought she was great back then, and that's cool. And you know, people watched it and they had a good time watching it, I think. So that's awesome. But I look back at it now and I'm like, oh, Kelsey, choices. But it's fine because I could, if I'm still on YouTube in 8 years again, then maybe I'll go back and look at another one of my most recent tutorials, perhaps the purple and green tutorial, and I'll be like, Kelsey, what the heck were you doing? I'll be 30 years old and I'll look back at this and be like, wow, 21-year-old Kelsey was so dumb. But that's okay, because the world is about growth. We like growing. Now I'm gonna take my ColourPop E23. All of these brushes so far have been from the Stone Cold Fox collection, by the way, the Stone Cold Fox brush roll. And I'm just gonna take that and I'm gonna blend that out. Which definitely just made everything 10 times better. Sorry if I'm going out of focus, by the way. I keep like leaning back in my chair. My apologies. Okay. Again, doesn't look terrible, I don't think. I think we're doing
so
okay.
Take that pink, and that purple, and this is back in the Claire's makeup kit, by the way.
Thanks.
And put those two in the crease.
For the record, in case you didn't notice, I'm
So you
still
want it to
using
look
the same
kind of
brush.
like this.
I can't see.
Sorry about the weird like face there. But I'm trying to show you guys. So now we're gonna take these two purples here and put them right above the crease, but under the like brow bone highlight area. Trying to get in the crease a little bit.
I'm using a darker shade to blend my crease into my brow bone. False. We are going to take the same brush that we just used, and we're going to go in with the darker purples and put them on the outer half of my crease and blend again. So I'm going to take the shade Majestic and then Zeitgeist. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Anyway, those two are gonna go right here to add some depth. And again, I'm barely taking them in at all. They are just, oh, my cat got on the bed. My cat joined the party. She always does. But no, there you go. Gosh, she's so cute. Okay, yeah, these are, and I'm bringing it slightly onto my outer corner, like very, very slightly. And then yeah, these are not getting blended up into my brow bone. They're just getting blended out into the purple that I just put on the crease. Yeah, maybe that's a technique that some people use. I don't think that looks good on my eye now, at least. So I don't know what I was thinking. I would imagine if it doesn't look good on my eye now, it probably didn't look good on my eye back then. But also, again, looking at this video, the colors are so not pigmented that I don't think I cared or noticed that it didn't look good. So yeah, that's where we are. Now that I've placed those down, I'm just going to take that same blending brush that I just used and blend out those deep colors. I know what little Kelsey was going for, I just don't think it was achieved in 2013. I think that I'm kind of vibing with this tropical sunset look. Is it perfect, and would I do it the same way now? No. I actually, if I don't put a blue in here, I'm gonna be a little shook at myself, I'm not gonna lie. I just thought of a product that I had at the time that I think I used. We'll see. And if that is what I use, then I'm kind of excited to finish off this look, not gonna lie to you. It's okay.
In fact, I probably will.
There's literally like no pigment
Like
on my
that.
eyes. I can't see anything.
So now, as kind of like the clouds, I'm gonna take this white and I'm gonna put that as a highlight on my brow bone.
Okay, white as a brow bone highlight, I mean, that hasn't changed. I'm gonna use Treasure from the Tarte palette. Yeah, that hasn't changed. That's good. So, hope y'all are having a good day. I hope y'all are enjoying this video and me laughing at my former self. If you want to see me do more videos like this, please let me know down below, because as traumatizing as this is for me, this is also kind of funny. So I actually, I'm enjoying laughing at myself. So I hope you guys are enjoying it too, and if you'd like to see me laugh at myself more, please let me know.
And I know it's sometimes like
I use the same
white
brush
as a brow
through the
bone
whole-
highlight. I actually rather like using it. I don't know why, but I do. You could just leave it there, because it would look pretty either way.
Can't see any
However,
difference,
I'm
but
going to go in with a lip liner brush and my Naked Basics palette, and I'm going to take Crave.
Okay, that's
You can
not
use
what
that
I...
as an eyeliner, but obviously if you have an actual eyeliner or something, you can use that.
I don't need to watch myself put on eyeliner. I'm not gonna do that. First of all, I have liquid liner, and I could use liquid liner, and I'm going to use liquid liner, but it's not gonna be black. I personally really think that this look needs blue, because I'm a huge fan of like blue sunsets, like sunsets over water and stuff like that. Excuse me, I know this is supposed to be sunrise, but you get the idea. I like incorporating blue, first of all, because if the sun is rising, the sky is going to be turning blue, as long as it's not like overly cloudy out. Second of all, yeah, the aesthetic of like a sunrise over an ocean is... I could spend my life living over an ocean. So, yeah, we're gonna go in with the ColourPop Blue Liquid Liner. So this is in the shade Crazy. And that's what I'm gonna put on. And I'm gonna, yeah, just gonna do it. Okay, so now we have the blue eyeliner on, and I think that I love it. You can't overly tell that it's blue because it's dark blue and not a light blue, but you know, I think that's okay. I don't know why my eyeliner doesn't look even, because I did the exact same thing, but it's okay, we're fine, we're thriving.
I do, but I'm better at drawing eyeliner with a lip pencil and stuff.
Are you? Are you doing? Oh.
So in the end, you want it to look like this, as
Do
the
we?
eyes kind
I also didn't do
If
winged
you're
liner.
wondering, I got inspiration from this obviously from like a morning sunrise and everything like that. But I saw a video by Allison Loves JB, and she did a look similar to this, and that's where I got my inspiration from. She did hers a little differently. Like she used green, I think, in the crease.
First of all, shout out to me for giving credit to the person who I got inspiration for this look from. Good job, Kelsey.
And it was more tropical than this one, but I just thought it was really pretty, and I decided to do that and make it my own and change it up a little bit.
Did anyone just hear that funky accent change? Make it my own.
So we're done with eyeliner.
Are we?
Now we're actually going to take an actual eyeliner, so I guess we're not done with eyeliner. But
I didn't know, for the record, that I was going to do that. I just like to be sarcastic to myself and contradict everything that I'm saying through this video. So if you caught that, she being me, was like, we're done with eyeliner, and I said, are you? Clearly I'm not.
I'm going to take that and I'm going to tightline my eyes.
Ooh, okay. Tightlining, I can do that. I'm gonna take my Pixie by Petra black eyeliner, and I'm just gonna quickly do this off camera just because no one needs to see me tightline my eyes. I make weird faces and it's weird to look at. Okay, I am back. I'm cleaning off my hands from some smudged eyeliner. Yeah, I've tightlined my eyes. I got a little bit messy, so I'm pretty sure, at least on this eye, I've now wiped off pretty much all the concealer that I put on at the beginning of this video, but that's okay, because I don't need it. So, tightline my eyes.
And you don't have to be perfect at this.
Don't we? At least I know I wasn't perfect back then at this.
Okay.
I'm still not perfect at it now.
Now I'm going to take my Claire's eyelash curlers.
Yes. Pink
Going
and green
to
eyelash
curl
curls.
the lashes.
Okay.
Curl the lashes.
The
I don't know why I said it like that. But
Because I still say
I'm going to take my Mary Kay Lash Love Mascara and just put mascara on my upper lash line.
Okay, so I'm going to curl my lashes and apply mascara, and I will be right back. Okay, so I now have mascara on, and I'm going to super quickly just re-curl my lashes because that's what I always have to do. And then we only have about a minute left in the video, so I genuinely think that young Kelsey was done with the tutorial, and elder Kelsey is very much not, because this look is in no way whatsoever complete, in my opinion. But let's see what I do next.
As you guys know, I don't like putting mascara on my lower lashes. It makes them too long.
Ooh, what a throwback! How times have changed.
But you can put it on your lower lashes if you want to. I just don't do that because I don't like it. And then I'm re-curling them.
Oh, good. Good to see I still do that. For the record, I am going to put mascara on my lower lashes, but I want to see if there's something that I do first.
Hold it curl very well, so I'm fixing that. Alright. Now you can put on blush. I'm not going to worry about that, but you can if you want to, and you can use you can use that same coral blush we used earlier, or you can use more of kind of like a baby pink one, but I'm just going to skip blush completely. So I'm taking my Maybelline Baby Lips and Cherry Me. I'm putting that on my lips. And then I'm going to take my Bali Mango Liplicious Lip Gloss Juicy Tube from Bath & Body Works.
Wow, I forgot about
Put that
those.
right on top.
Oh my god. Okay. So, Kelsey didn't put any color on the lower lash line, which is a big no-no for me. I think it needs it desperately. So I'm going to incorporate more of that blue that I said that I love and wanted. So I'm going to take the shade Watermark from the Fade into Hue palette, and I'm going to take that on an angled eyeliner brush, and that's going to go on my lower lash line. Oh, yes. This is everything. This already just amplified this entire look for me, and there is just something about blue on a lower lash line that really just, it gets me every time. I'm going about halfway in with this. And then I'm going to clean it off and go in with the shade Iconic, which is this, you can't see it, it's this dark blue down here. And that's going to go literally right on this outer part here. Right there. And then we're gonna blend that out because, good lord, does this need to be blended. And that will just, that for me will tie the whole look in. I genuinely just don't feel like a look is complete anymore unless you have a lower lash line color. So I'm blending it out with my ColourPop E18. Oh, yes. Yep, that right there just made the entire look for me. Okay, cool. We are also going to put, and I didn't do this earlier when I put the brow bone color on, I'm going to put Treasure again, and I'm going to go on the inner corner with that because we like a bright inner corner, make our eyes look more awake. Okay, and last step that I did not do, I'm going to go in with the shade Big Splash of the ColourPop Green Gel Liner, and that's going to go on my waterline because, again, why not just add blue to this look? I vibe with blue in a tropical sunrise look. Okay, and then I'm gonna put mascara on my lower lash line like I said I wasn't gonna do in the video, but I 100% am gonna do. Lovely. Oh, so much better. Alright, so it appears that lip color wise, I'll stick with Kelsey, young Kelsey on this one. I really don't feel like putting on more face makeup than I need to because I'm feeling extra lazy today. So we're not going to put on blush or foundation or anything like that. We are just going to go straight into lips. We're not even going to put cheekbone highlighter on. That's how lazy we're feeling. I appear to have just put on a red tinted lip balm and a clear gloss. We're going to go a little different. We're going to go the Morphe liquid lipstick in the shade Virgin with the ColourPop Love Bug liner and yeah, a hair of the Bite Beauty lipstick in Nanino on top of that. And maybe we'll finish it off with the gloss. I haven't decided yet. I hope y'all got a kick out of this because this has been a whole adventure and a half. I actually kind of like this shade better. Well, this is kind of cute. Needs a little bit of pink though. Just hair smidge. And I do want a gloss. I want a gloss on top. So I'm gonna go in with, I'm just gonna go in with my little Chubby Bunny lip gloss here. The gloss stick. And that's the look.
So that's the finished look.
Okay.
So again, I was inspired by Allison Loves JB and then just kind of like a morning tropical sunset.
I want to look up that name.
So I hope you guys enjoy. Like if you want to see more tutorials kind of like similar to this and more creative and out there and feminine looking and all that kind of stuff. So again, thank you for 8 subscribers, and I want to thank Nicole K Games for checking out my channel and commenting that I had pretty eyes on my Get Ready With Me. I
loved her. She was a simmer. If you don't know who she is, I don't know if she still makes videos. I don't think she does. But I used to watch Sims 3 stuff all the time from her. Loved her.
Fangirled. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.
Oh, I didn't do the little kiss that I do now. Oh. Okay. Here we are. We've made it. Yeah, I got a kick out of doing this video, and I think all things considered, this look actually isn't half bad. And I definitely feel as though I have improved upon former Kelsey's techniques, pigments, etc. Yeah, I actually, like I said, I actually quite enjoyed doing this video, as traumatizing as it was. I think this was a lot of fun. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed it too, and if you want to see more videos like this in the future, definitely please let me know. That is everything I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye everybody.